Today I want to tell you a story about my judo teacher, Brian Jacks, who was six-time European champion. He was an Olympic medalist and won a whole host of other titles in judo. At 15 years old, Brian was already living in Japan. His father thought that was best for him because it was obviously the mecca of judo at the time. It was world class over there. It was the best of the best. But that's quite a thing for a 15-year-old to be in Japan away from his family at 15 years old. But as a result, at 16, Brian won the European title. And this was because in Japan, he was doing half the day on schoolwork and half the day on judo training. So he was training hours a day in judo every single day at 15 years old. So at 16, he won the title. What an incredible achievement. He went on to win the European title an incredible 6 times. And it was during one of these particular bouts going for the European title that he has one of his most incredible stories, which I want to relate to you today. So Brian was faced with 9 bouts in a particular day, 9 fights in his quest for the gold medal. And on the second fight, disaster struck. He broke his hand within the bout. And the ref came over and said, "You've broken your hand, it's over. You'll have to try again next year." But Brian, being such a warrior that he is, said, "Bandage the hand, give me another chance, let me see how I go if you bandage the hand." The ref eventually agreed, and when the first aid man came on to bandage Brian's hand, Brian outstretched the one that wasn't broken. So he got the first aid guy to bandage the hand that wasn't broken. It's because he knew that the opponent was going to go after that bad hand. The opponent would know he's injured, so seeing the bandaged hand, he would automatically go for it. So Brian wanted them to do this and fall into his trap. So he kept the broken hand unbandaged, and he kept the one that was uninjured bandaged, so just to fool the opponents. And they did fall into Brian's ploy. So he won the bout, and then he went on to win the next 7 bouts and get the European title with a broken hand. We give up so easily these days, don't we? I mean, that's an astonishing story to go on to have 7 more bouts with a broken hand and win a title. I mean, that is a will to succeed right there. Imagine if we could develop that will to succeed on that level, unstoppable, even during injury. It's worth thinking about. Brian's story is an example. When things look lost, we can still always find a way. If we really have that powerful will to succeed, we can always find a way. Developing a mindset where we refuse to be beaten will take us further than most will dare.